web has made an enormous difference to my life personally, just because I started lastminute.com, so on a professional level it was transformational. To society as a whole, I think that it's probably quite early to tell, but for me the benefits of more education, more employment, more global connectedness, just the extraordinary new businesses being created on every level, in every sector, it's making a profound change. Two big things that worry me about the internet. I think the first is the divide between people who are able to use it effectively and people who are not. Just in the UK alone, there are 7 million people who've never used the internet and 16 million people who don't have basic digital skills. So the absence of the internet is a worry. And the second thing I'd say, I think, is about the privacy and personal data that is being collated. I don't think at the minute it's being used in a suspicious or dangerous way, but I think people don't have an inkling of the amount of stuff that's being collected. I'm hoping that in the future technology can make me personally a bit better, because I had a very serious car crash 8 years ago and I'm partly metal, and I think that if I'd had the crash now I'd be much more robotic. I'd be connected probably to the internet with microchips in all of the things they put in me. So I look forward to a time when I'm more of a robot and more able to move more easily. But on a macro, more serious level, I think that there is huge optimism about what technology can do, and I believe that we'll be able to start solving some of the biggest challenges that we face as a planet, whether that's climate change, whether that's population size, whether that's digital divide, inequality, by putting technology at the heart of those debates. So I think government needs to put as much emphasis on skills and on demand side as it does on the supply side. But it is doing some good stuff, and we've created a team in the Cabinet Office called the Government Digital Service. They launched gov.uk, you may have seen it, a dramatically different way of government itself using the internet. And that again is part of the battle, is not only government building stuff for us to use, but also building stuff that represents itself better. So I think there's still a lot to be done, but it's probably going in the right direction, not the wrong direction. There's a huge amount that business can do to help build digital skills. My organisation, Go On UK, has brought 8 organisations together to help build out skills within their companies, and the broader country can do the same, both training their own workforces, opening up their places so that people can come in and learn, or just making sure that messages about benefits of the internet are going out in all of the way that they communicate with people. I think that peer-to-peer training is fundamental in helping people get over the skills gap. That can sometimes be businesses sending people out into the community, but it works best when communities are teaching communities themselves, so people you know training you. So I think business can encourage that, but I think a kind of blanket bomb broadcast from business to a deprived community is not necessarily the best way to reach the real heart of those communities. I think I'm with Tanya Byron when it comes to children's safety online. She did a great and very simple piece of work looking at how to educate children, and she just used the same logic as you use in teaching a child how to cross the road, that it is as important to be aware of what you're doing, to look carefully around you and to cross with your eyes open. The same is true when you're online. So I don't think we need to complicate it. I think we need to educate children, cognizant of the fact that technology is changing all the time and their world will be very different to the one that we're inhabiting right now. I think it's fantastic to get the country talking about some of the important issues around digitisation. For me, the biggest result out of it would be if we manage to inspire and connect more people. You know, there are still 7 million people who've never used the internet. They tend to be lower income households, older people, where I would argue there's a disproportionate benefit to using technology. So if this could spark excitement and interest in those communities, it would be absolutely marvellous. I am optimistic. I'm an entrepreneur. I think you have to be inherently optimistic, but I'm also optimistic because I believe properly in human beings, and the wonder of technology to me is that it allows more people to meet more other people on a bigger scale than ever before to sort out problems or challenges that they face. And I don't know if that's at the micro level, individual to individual, or state to state, or more globally, but I am optimistic that because people are at the heart of this, more people doing more things together is a good thing.